It's day 15 and I've come out of Huff and past Chorlton and the footpaths have been great, and then all of a sudden footpath disappeared, turned into nettles and a cornfield, and I think I know the reason, because I've turned up on phase 2A and that to me looks very much like where HS2 Limited have drilled to see where the ground conditions are. And yeah, let's be completely honest about this, full transparency. Over there, somewhere over there anyway, I can hear it, there is a drilling rig of some sort. So yeah, it's not that they're doing the ground surveys, despite, you know, the fact that HS2 phase 2A has cleared the House of Commons, now it goes on to the Lords. So really, like with phase 1, they should have done the ground surveys prior to that to inform the parliamentary process, and almost as importantly, the cost. It's at the moment that I hit a HS2 field, footpath disappears. Though now that I've come round, they seem to have made a new one for me. Should be a bit easier now. Is that nice and cool, Evie? Have a bit of a dip and eat some grass. Okay. Oh. Would you like a sausage as well? There were various arguments on phase 1 as to whether HS2 Limited not doing the ground surveys was cock-up or conspiracy, when actually it was both, because what happened was, going into the parliamentary process, HS2 didn't want the ground surveys done because they knew that there was trouble. You know, they knew in some places you've got lias clay, which is squidgy, some places you've got sandstone, which is obviously quite hard. In the Chilterns you had a geologically unique chalk lattice structure, which no one really understands, and they're just going to tunnel right through it. So they didn't do the ground surveys before parliamentary petitioning, because they didn't want that process to be informed, and of course they didn't want any information coming back that would jack up the costs. Now, while obviously I don't agree with that, I can at least understand the strategy. What I don't understand is the fact that then, the moment HS2 got royal assent, they didn't start the ground surveys then. And they didn't start the ground surveys then. So what happened was, you know, when the contractors are appointed, and bear in mind that these are two-part design and build contracts, so because HS2 hasn't got notice to proceed, we are not liable for the full amount of the bill, even though these contracts, because they're two-part contracts and we're still at the design stage. And the contractors came back and said, you know, in the best tradesman impression there, yeah, Gov, it's going to be at least another 1.2 billion. And basically they've been wrangling over the costs ever since. And of course part of that reason was, even at that point, the ground surveys on phase 1 were still not complete. There are still ground surveys taking place on phase 1, and of course it's jacked up the cost, because the contractor's saying, oh, you're kidding, we're not building it for that, it's going to cost a load more, because of all these geological issues that you never pointed out or never assumed could potentially exist. And that's where we are, and this is one of the reasons that HS2 has not got notice to proceed, because they cannot demonstrate the affordability of the contracts. And you've seen this throughout the contracting process. You know, on day 1 I was at Curzon Street, where the contractor said no, it's not enough, and for the railway system said no, it's not enough. And yeah, for building the thing, no, it's not enough. You stay away from my bloody dog. I know what you're all thinking. Oi! Oh yeah, it's always fun when this happens. Okay, I think we've made it. Oh come on, the guys are gonna sneak round. Oh, and this bridge looks brilliant. So, oh joy, I'm really gonna go over this. Oh crap. Well, you know what, I should just wade through the brook. It's probably the safer option. Oh great, we're back in the field with the... Evie, here, Evie, here, come here, Evie, here. Right, what, so you took a shortcut, so that you think that makes you clever, do you? Oh God. Day 15, pretty good day, the sort of day Evie loves because very little of it was on roads. It was almost all fields of some sort, and lots of brooks, lots of streams, which was really helpful because, you know, I thought, well, it's a Friday, the two really bad days of rain I had have both been Fridays, but no, it was the hottest day we've had, so having streams, I even had a paddle myself, and was really good. In fact, it was that hot that at one point I actually had a nap, and it was because it was going across this very big field and the grass was about a foot tall, and by the end of it I was just, so hot. And got to the end and there's a bit that's in shade where the hedge is, and just had a kip in the long grass, and that was lovely. I was, again, this is another thing that I've been very lucky about. Well, sort of lucky and unlucky, because the place that I intended to stop for dinner, the pub was shut. I then thought, oh, there's a place there, but that's going out the way. No, I'll go to this one. Oh, kitchen shut today. So the one meal of the day was about 9:30 at night, which is probably not a great plan. But the other thing I was very lucky on was that my platypus, or whatever, well, hydration bladder, I suppose they're now called, now that it's not just the one company that's allowed to make them. Yeah, it started leaking on the hottest day in walking. Luckily, this was one of the few things I actually bought a spare of. I didn't bring it as a spare, I bought it because I thought, you know, I might actually need two of them at the same time, but I've never used the second one until now. So that was quite lucky. And yeah, the other weird thing is, we did that because I don't know how far we did, probably about 50. Well, no, it's probably about 20 miles to get, well, between 15 and 20 miles. I don't know how far we did because I forgot to reset the pedometer. But we didn't pass a single name sign of a village at all, which is, I suppose, testament to the fact that we spent so much of it going through fields. And of course, a lot of those fields had the HS2 borehole covers in the wooden frames that have been put up to mark them, and it's just such a sad sight just seeing the line of them, and then you see, oh, there's a massive woodland there that line is pointing at. I suppose we'll see a bit more of that today.